brand new week and another beautiful Monday morning to talk sports right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. You're welcome to Dominion Sport. I am Paul Abe Toluwanimi, and this wonderful morning I'll be taking you into the world of sport from the local front to give you the update from the MPFL fixtures. Trust me, we had loads of games to look forward to, and we'll be dissecting that on the show this wonderful morning. Also, we'll be taking a dive straight into more stories from the FA Cup, the camp of Arsenal. We'll be discussing that on the show, and trust me, we have a guest to join us to talk sport right here on the show. All this and more are put together just for you. I'm not alone this wonderful morning. I have the Queen of Sport, Mabuba, joining me in the studio this wonderful morning. And I also have Sanuruddin Alimi joining me in the studio this wonderful morning to talk sport right here on the go. And it looks like the predictions, from Toluwanimi on Friday, a little bit came to pass because Remo Stars.
Now you feel
Feels good. I love my producer so much. I love that angle so much. Remo Stars with a victory against Shooting Stars. But trust me, we're going to take that story, on the show also. But let me greet you properly. How are you feeling? What's the weekend like for you in the world of sport?
Good morning, Toluwanimi. Good morning, Mabuba. Good morning, our viewers. It's nice to be back here again. The weekend was awesome. Toluwanimi has given you a drop down of what to expect from this weekend. Trust me, there are loads more to talk about. He didn't give you the insight on the basketball we are going to talk about. There's Champions League quarterfinals this week to talk about. Arsenal, both the men and women were knocked out of the FA Cup. Man City trashed Liverpool. That's a lot to talk about. Tennis, Monte Carlo season is on in Monaco. That's talk about, and loads and more. We have a guest to interview to this morning, so it's all exciting. And I'm nice to be back here again.
I agree. All right, the Queen of Sport, top of the morning to you. How's the weekend in the world of sport, and what are we looking forward to this Monday morning?
Thank you very much for having me, and Sanuruddin, thank you very much. Good morning. So, the weekend there were lots of blockbuster actions from the FA Cup down to the MPFL, and then you also have the UEFA Champions League to look forward to as well. The quarterfinal clashes between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid on Wednesday and on Tuesday as well. So for the weekend, I would say that the match between Manchester City and Liverpool was the shocker for me.
Wow.
And then Arsenal also finally losing their hold on the attempt to secure the treble this season. Then we also have the match between Remo Stars and Shooting Stars. That as a Southwestern derby did not disappoint. There are also other matches as well across the NPFL. Nasarawa United losing to bottom place when Khalifa was also a shocker. So from the basketball down to the FA Cup result, the NPFL, there are a lot of blockbuster actions that we're going to dissect here and discuss. I'm sure enjoy it with us.
Beautiful. All right, we'll be going on a break. When we're back, we'll be discussing about the match day 33 fixtures right there in the MPFL. Stay connected and do not go anywhere.
Live from the heart of the action. Welcome to the nerve center of Next Level Broadcasting.
This is the OB van, where the studio meets the street.
Equipped with cutting-edge cameras, crystal clear audio, real-time switching, and broadcast control, we don't just capture moments, we deliver the experience live.
Anywhere, anytime, from stadiums to red carpets, breaking news to buzzing festivals, weddings, birthdays, and all sorts of ceremonies. We bring the world to your screen in real time.
It's not just a van, it's a complete mobile production house, a command center, a broadcast beast.
This is more than a broadcast. This is the OB van difference. Live, loud, limitless.
Ready to go live? Like never before. Book the OB van today and take your event to the world. One powerful broadcast at a time.
To book, call 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Email marketing@dominion.org.ng or visit our socials on Instagram @Dominion Broadcast.
Dominion Broadcast, your channel of choice.
Welcome back from that break. Once again, you stick very much connected to Dominion Television, and this is the Dominion Sport right here for you. Just like I said, we'll be talking about the match day 33 fixtures to look forward to, or that were played, over the weekend. Let me just inform you that a tightly contested round so far, but the teams that showed up made it count in a style. We're talking Kano Pillars delivered a statement 4-0 against their team. Kwara United followed with an emphatic 3-0 win. We looked at Warri Wolves also pulled off an huge upset, beating contenders, and also Katsina United also secured a valuable win alongside Remo Stars, who claimed the maximum points at home. Let's look at the fixtures that happened over the weekend. When we're talking about the match at day 33, we can have that on the screen. I know, really, trust me, so much goals where it happened, so much to talk about. Wiki Tourist against Eyimba. I was actually monitoring that game in the first, and I'm like, oh, come on, this is going to be in favor of Wiki Tourist. But Eyimba pulled the stuffs of experience of a champion, right there to get that win. Also, you look at Kwara United against El Kanami Warriors, 3-0. Remo Stars against Shooting Stars, 1-0. Rangers International against Barao, the game ended goal. Katsina United against Niger Tornadoes, 1-0. Kano Pillars against Bendel Insurance, 4-0. Warri Wolves are defeating Rivers United, 2-0, and also Nasarawa United against Kun Khalifat. The game ended goalless. And let's start off with the game between Wiki Tourist and Eyimba Football Club Waba.
It was an exciting game. We expected fireworks, and both teams are strugglers at the moment. And I felt Eyimba would get something from the game, judging by the what of experience they have, and they were able to do that on the road. So it wasn't so surprising to me, but in their aim to fight off the relegation battles, good one for Eyimba. They got the point away from them, something they've struggled all season long. Good one for them and their fans, and they can be rest assured, beaten on that, okay, we are moving in the right direction in our battle to beat the relegation.
For you, did that go in your favor on Friday when you talked about the analysis between Wiki Tourist and Eyimba?
Well, I mentioned that Eyimba were going to pull off a fight, and as you mentioned, we thought that Wiki Tourist were actually going to be the one securing the win over 90 minutes. But Eyimba, as you mentioned, they delivered fantastic performances, and using their experience as once upon a time winners of the NPFL, they were able to snatch a point, which I believe is vital to their campaign this season.
All right, let's take a dive straight into Rangers International and Bara FC. Sanuruddin, not the game you expected for Fidelis Ilechukwu and his boys playing on their home turf.
That was the most shocking result for me this weekend. Barao, but one of the teams that were struggled for a larger percentage of the season. I don't think they had it in their power to stop Rangers, but Rangers, they had their coach back at the touchline, Fidelis Ilechukwu, but couldn't inspire his boys to victory. And for me, that's a blow in their title challenge. And we all expected them to put up a fight and keep us a gap between them and their fellow title. But like I said on Friday, or else there's an anomaly, and either of those teams drop points in their games, then the lead is thrown open again, and that is evident because in the games happening later today, Abia Warriors against Bayelsa United and
Plateau United against Ikorodu
City. Those are very important games that can change trajectories of the season. Because for Bayelsa United, they are in and around the relegation battle as well. They are on 18 and they are on 16th position right now. Same points with Remo Stars, but just goal difference separating them. So if they are able to get at least a point, it's going to help their relegation battle fight as well. And if they lose points, they will drop into relegation zone, and Remo Stars goes ahead of them. And for Ikorodu City, away to Plateau United, they are also in the conversations for getting the continental title, or even putting themselves in the charge for the title now. So Rangers International are thrown the race open, and they were able to get maximum point, and it was just so shocking for me. And they have 5 games to go now. They need to watch their back, because a lot of teams are looking to capitalize on that.
All right, let me pick up from the statement from Fidelis Ilechukwu saying, and I quote, 5 games to go, the league title is still open. Rivers lost today, but you can never say what can happen. The most important thing is that we must prepare for our next game. For you, not the game that everyone was expecting. We're expecting victory. And do you think that Bara FC have shown we can do Wolverhampton Wanderers also in the NPFL to stop teams? Because you look at them, a newbie in the league, and currently they are off relegation, and it looks like they're going to retain the NPFL for next season.
Well, the thing is that Barao FC is a team that has, fought to actually put themselves in the conversation over and over. And this is not the first time whereby they've struggled, or should I say, given a top team in the NPFL a tough time. Rangers United did fight. They were able to, score a goal midway to the counter after Chidozie headed the goal from a corner kick, but it was not as offside. But afterwards, there was no other, chance like that for Rivers United. And From Rangers, I mean. So I'll say that Barrow FC is not that team one can overlook. Even though they've actually suffered a number of losses than wins this season, they've actually defeated quite a number of teams. This is not, it was in their first encounter against Rangers. They defeated Rangers on their home soil by 2-0. They also defeated the Ikorodu City and also defeated Rivers United as well. So I'll say that this result between Rangers and Barrow was not what I was expecting, because I was thinking that Rangers are going to maintain their home win when they face Barrow, but they were unable to replicate that momentum that we've seen what they display on their home soil. So I'll say that Rangers are still in the title race, because I believe that Rivers United's performances away from home hasn't been good, and that could work in favor of Rangers if they are able to, pick up from here and replicate the previous performances in their next game when they play. They're going to play in away, but their results away after the loss against Shooting Stars, we can't particularly ascertain that. But at home, this draw against Barrow puts a dent on their performances that we witnessed on home soil. But if they can pick up from here and rely, or should I say, use the recent performances of Rivers United away from them as a momentum, then we can actually see Rangers clinching a title win from their previous encounter 2024.
All right, let me just start off from there also. Let's talk about Warri Wolves against Rivers United. Going away this season for teams has been quite difficult, and you would say that would not have favored Rivers United. But you look at where they are going to this season, it looks like a team that want to fight for the title. Why didn't they put up a fight, to get maybe a point or a victory against Warri Wolves?
You see, from the beginning of the season, up until the encounter that Rivers United had, I think against Bayelsa United, when they lost by 1-0, Rivers United never lost, a match that they play away from home. It all ended in draws, and the result that they got in those matches was what propelled them to becoming log leaders up until that they lost the position to Rangers. So I'll say that Rivers United need to pick up their performances that they displayed when they started the season, because as I mentioned, when they were playing away at the start of the season, it mostly ended in draws, which put them in a good position to compete for the title. But after the losses that they've encountered against Bayelsa United, coupled with the previous losses to Ikorodu City and Shooting Stars, it hasn't put them in a good position. So if Rivers United want to actually secure the win and win the MPFL this season, they have to find that momentum once more, because if they do not, they have Rangers right behind them who are willing to put in much work, even though they drew with a team Barrow over the weekend. Yeah. So Rivers United, they have, should I say, they need to pick up, they need to regain the momentum once more, because as I mentioned, they have Rangers who are right behind them. But if they're unable to pick up that momentum, they might as well forget about winning the MPFL this season.
Nuruddin, do you agree with that statement that what needs to be done for Rivers United if they are to come back into the title race here again? But do you think it's still very much open because of the draw of Rangers and Barrow?
Yes, Rangers, like I said, Rangers threw the league open again. They couldn't get maximum points. Now they have to look behind their backs. Results that will happen later today are very big, because Abia Warriors, they will be looking at them and say, okay, we're on 50 points right now, or we're on 49 points right now. If we add 3 to that, if we get maximum points against a struggling Bayelsa United side, that will put them on 52 points, and that's just 2 points and 3 points away from the top of the table and second position respectively. So the league is open right now. Ikorodu City will be eyeing the position on the log of the table as well and say, okay, we can do something. So the league is now more than just two. It's no more a 2-horse race now. It's not more between Rangers and Rivers alone. Teams behind them, to the results that will happen today, will put a very strong statement out and say, okay, we want to challenge for the title as well. We want to cement our place on the continent coming next season. All
right. Also, let me inform you that Kano Pillars picked up the victory against Bendel Insurance. We'll be going on a break, and when we are back, we'll be having Adeboye Johnson Ayomide join us on the show to talk more sports right here of the MPFL, and also look straight into his career. All of this and more right here on Dominion Sport. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Live from the heart of the action. Welcome to the nerve center of Next Level Broadcasting.
This is the OB van, where the studio meets the street.
Equipped with cutting-edge cameras, crystal clear audio, real-time switching, and broadcast control, we don't just capture moments, we deliver the experience live.
Anywhere, anytime, from stadiums to red carpets, breaking news to buzzing festivals, weddings, birthdays, and all sorts of ceremonies. We bring the world to your screen in real time.
It's not just a van, it's a complete mobile production house, a command center, a broadcast beast.
This is more than a broadcast. This is the OB Van difference. Live, loud, limitless.
Ready to go live like never before? Book the OB Van today and take your event to the world. One powerful broadcast at a time.
To book, call 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Email marketing@dominion.org.ng or visit our socials on Instagram @Dominion Broadcast.
Dominion Broadcast, your channel of choice.
Need a professional space to bring your vision to life? Dominion Television Studios offers state-of-the-art facilities perfect for your next broadcast, commercial, corporate video, or live event. With flexible rental options, cutting-edge equipment, and a supportive team, we provide the perfect environment for high-quality productions. Unleash your creativity. For bookings, email us at marketing@dominion.org.ng. Call us on 0705 506 1061 or 0916 101 1061. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok @Dominion Broadcast and on X @DominionCast. Book your space today. Dominion Television, your channel of choice.
All right, once again, you're welcome back to Dominion Sport right here on Dominion Television. Our guest is in the studio, Adegboye Johnson, popularly known as Jay the Talker. Is a passionate creative media professional, on-air personality, podcaster, director, videographer, and event host from Nigeria. A graduate of mass communication from Adekunle Ajasin University. He has built a versatile career in cinematography, radio and TV presenting, and digital content creation with strong focus on storytelling that connects and inspires. Currently serving as a content and videographer, for lead for Shooting Stars Sport Club. He leads the club visual storytelling and digital media direction, producing engaging content that captures the spirit and emotions of Nigerian football. Over the years, he has worked across multiple media platforms, from managing studios and hosting live events to directing high-impact sport and entertainment production. Known for his creativity, precision, and passion for storytelling, he continues to shape powerful media experiences that inform, entertain, and inspire audience. Driven by the power of storytelling, he is constantly exploring new ways to blend creativity, emotions, and authenticity, whether behind the mic, behind the camera, or in editing suit, to craft impactful media experience that resonates with people. Help us celebrate Johnson Adegboye Ayomide, Jay the Talker. You're welcome. Good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let me ask you, how has it been for you, with all of this that we have just read out for you, has it been your career over the years?
Yeah.
Yeah, just take out a little bit.
Firstly, I would say thank you so much for this invitation. I really appreciate it. And yes, I follow you guys. I would say great one for the team. You guys are doing so well. Yes. So yes, it's actually been very good. All thanks to God, it's been going on well. It's been a great ride, coming from loving, speaking, talking on air and all that, to transitioning into being behind the scene, to now balancing the two together. So it's been a great ride for me. It's been something very good for me.
Okay, cool. And so let me ask you, how would you describe your journey becoming the content and videography lead for 3SC Football Club?
Okay, so I feel like I'll give it a tag. I'll call it a volunteer that never gave up. So I feel like that's how I'll put it, a volunteer that never gave up. This whole thing started when I was doing my IT from uni then, I think the 2020. So the COVID-19 season really helped me. I was at a radio station. I wanted to just learn and be everywhere at the same time. I go from their radio to their TV to their film academy. So I was moving all around, volunteering from here to there to this. Most of the time they even ask, what are you doing? Which part are you? Which department are you? But I'm always like, I'm for everybody. I'm for everyone. And then from there, done with uni, worked for a sports broadcasting place. And from there, I volunteered with 3SC Fans TV. I feel like that's like the beginning of where I am today with Shooting Stars. 3SC Fans TV. It's a group of creative that came together to just amplify the fans' voice. Do you understand? To just bridge a gap that was between the fans and the club. And they were doing it so well. We're working every now and then, showing up every match day, every game day, home and away. We're always pulling up, doing everything without getting a dime. We're not getting paid. They were not making any income. They were just showing up for the love of the club. And from there, the whole session went past and the next one came on and they were like, okay, these guys have been doing so well, you've been behind the scene doing it. If you come here to the front now and try to do it, can you guys actually pull up what you are doing with the 3SC Fans TV with the club? And our bosses, talking about Idris Animashaw and Adigo Keshola and Care, they were like, boy, guys, can we pull this up? My men, I'm sure they can do it, They just said, okay, you be here, you be there, and that's how we are here today.
Wow, beautiful story. So you talk about volunteering, and the passion without payment.
Yeah.
So you are saying there are people out there that can also volunteer.
Yes, just volunteer.
Yes, without payment.
Yeah, volunteer.
So maybe the door will open.
Yes, no, but just to clear the air on something, I would say something. There is when you are volunteering and you understand the shape. There are some people out there. It's just sad to say there are some people out there that would love to just get volunteers, use them and not pay them. So there's difference between volunteering rights and you being used. There's a thin line between the two actually. Volunteering and being used, there's a thin line between. So you need to be able to understand the organization, how they work, what is actually happening here and there before you volunteer and understand, does this align with what I want for myself? So I feel like that. So while you are volunteering also, check and balance, confirm that yes, you are doing it right.
Okay, let me just ask you, what makes content creation for a historic club like Shooting Stars unique?
So, firstly, Shooting Stars is a generational club. That's the first thing I would say. It's a club that, if you come to the stadium every match day, you will see the old, the young, and everyone coming together for the love of that club. You would see a Gen Z, you will see some from the millennial, you will see the older generation, someone that has been watching football from the year 1971, that has seen the club do everything. So there's a point where you need to, for someone like me of my age, I really didn't experience much from the club. I really didn't get to see more. I really don't know how this is happening. What happened then? What's that? What's this one? So, and this is our age. The only way you can get to preach that kind of club to me and make me understand that, oh yes, this is a legacy that I should pick up. This is our right. This is our club. Content creation would help. Do you understand? So if I push an agenda out, if I push a story out, you get to relate with it and feel like, okay, so this is this club. So this is this is that. So if we don't tell these stories, if we don't let this whole thing known to this generation, it's just going to die a premature death. Do you understand? And it's looking like it might not even die, to be honest, because it's gone through different decades, different centuries. It's been able to go back to back and back. But now we need to reach more audience. We need to reach the new generation to make sure that, yes, this club continues to live and lives forever. Beautiful. So content creation is the best way to do that.
So I must say that you guys are doing a great work when it comes to that field, when it comes to content creation, and also putting Shooting Stars in the face of people across the world.
Thank you so much.
But I must be honest with you, Sanuruddin and Mabuba are wondering, Radio Paps, that went to Abeokuta yesterday,
yes.
and that's what we want to talk about. So Shooting Stars had a vision this season.
Yes.
You had the structure this season saying the aim is for a continental sport.
Okay.
I stand to be corrected, but I've heard the chairman speak about that several times, that the aim is for a continental sport. Right now, it's opening for that scene. Most of the time, it looks like a closed door. It looks like an open door. You want to take me through the game that happened yesterday between against Remo Stars and Chichester Football Club?
Well, it was a very, very great game, actually. I feel like that's the first away game we've played this second round that the fans would go and would lose and the fans would not complain at all. They were beaming with happiness even after our loss. Do you understand? They were very happy because they saw that team play good football. We do say something. We say we are the king of Southwest. We lead by the follow, by the best here and all that. And I feel like we proved that yesterday at the Remo Stars Stadium.
You proved that with the loss.
But you didn't get the maximum.
You didn't get the maximum.
Okay, so yes, I feel like there are some conversations that we tend to have. In football, I see you guys as football intellects that understand what football is all about. It's not, most of the time, it's not all about the results. Do you understand? You get to, the World Cup final when France plays Argentina. Till today, we feel like Argentina, they did so well in that final. Wow, that was a beautiful game of football and all that. But yes, there's a winner, we understand. But that game, Shooting Stars played yesterday. That's our best away game this second round of the MPFL
Without a victory.
Sixth season. Yes, it was so well.
I like him actually.
Two goals were disqualified. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand that. Yes, there were questionable calls from the referee and the officiating. That happens. I think that's one of the major reasons why teams don't win on away grounds in the MPFL, and I think that should be looked into. But I like the angle it's coming from. It's seeing the silver lining in the sky when everything is good. So go on with your.
So I feel like we did so well yesterday. We were so good yesterday with missing our main guy, talking about Mario Bami Jr. in the park yesterday, and the coach team made some right selections, did some great substitutions. If not,
no, you definitely can be vocal because we want to. So normally right now, the only way you can be vocal is through. I read in your bio you're saying at the back of the camera. So you make videos, people see it, and we understand that okay, this is wrong officiating. So we want to hear your voice, now facing the camera, saying this what went wrong for our club, because it's all over the space right now.
Yeah.
So if I can have the picture, of I have the picture of the offside call. People are really, talking about it. For you, is that an offside call? Because we have opinions from people saying, that should have not been there. You have to on the screen. That should have not been, the call. For me, he went before the ball. The defender this, the defender that. For you, you saw it live.
Yes.
Don't talk to me about it.
So yes, I feel like it's very obvious. We can actually see it right here. This is not an offside call. Do you understand? There are better angles. I'm just, if I had been told, I would have gotten you guys a very good and clear angle that you could have played to the fans so that they can see what we are trying to say. So it does not look like we are just complaining and just saying this. It's not offside, it's not this. It's not an offside call. There were two disallowed goals in that game. There were two. The other one, you would say, oh, nice one from the referee. That was a very great call. But this goal, this is never an offside goal. Never. Not in this life, not in the next life.
So I mentioned in my earlier remark that one of the problems for teams going away in the MPFL is officiating. What other issues do you think is the factor? Because most times when you look at the result from match day weekends, only the home team get maximum points. So what do you think, because you've traveled with the team to several various grounds in the league, so what do you think is the main issue, apart from the official like I mentioned, what do you think is a problem or is impeding teams from getting maximum points away from? Because even the league leaders and teams that are top the table, the best they get from away grounds is draws. You don't see them get maximum points. So what do you think is the problem? Because I know you have an experience with teams, various teams and various grounds in the league. So what do you think is the problem? How do you think we can change that in the league?
So yes, the first thing I'm going to say, I'm just paint a scenario right here, right now. I'm going to ask you guys, if we set up a team right here now, Dominion TV team, and you guys are hosting a football match, and you are playing here at your home, would you want to lose?
No, but it's still sports.
No, just, would you want to lose?
Nobody wants to lose.
Good.
Even when
home here. You set up a football team here. You call us to come and play for me at your home. Would you want to lose?
Nobody wants to lose.
Good. You as the home team. You as the home team. Would you want to lose?
Nobody wants.
Good. So I feel like one main thing why we see teams not getting away points that regular, it's not like they don't get that regular in the MPFL, is because of how competitive that league is. That league is so competitive that teams are getting to they don't want to lose at all. no matter what, they don't want to lose at home. They put, you will see teams playing at home. You see them play so well, like they were so good. That's great football, nice football. But you see them away from home, you look like, what's going on here? But if you check the other team that is playing at home, you notice that this team is playing so good at home. Do you understand? If you see Remo Stars away from home, you might feel like they have a very bad score. This is a bad team. They are not so good. But go and check them at home. You would look and check again. Is this the same team? So it's just how competitive the league is. Everybody in the NPFL wants to hold their home. They give everything. Even the players have the mentality of, you see this my home, I'm not losing any points here. You see this place, I'm not. So I feel like that's why it's always hard for teams going away. I feel like another thing that is the fans factor. In the NPFL, Nigeria and all that, we love football so much, but due to some things that is going on, you would not see some fans travel down with their team and all that. So you are going away to a stadium where most of the times you don't even have any supporting fan. Any. You look around the stadium, everybody you are seeing are for the home team. So
for me, that shouldn't be a factor. We see,
honestly, I get that, but I know you have a question. Quickly. Go ahead. You have a question for Johnson quickly.
The question I was going to ask was a response he gave when we're asking about his time as a volunteer at Shooting Stars. You mentioned you said there is a thin line between you being a volunteer and then different between you being used. Were there at any point in time that you felt that you were not being used? Because you mentioned you were not being paid. So what was that momentum? What kept you going? You wanted to build a career in sport, I'm assuming. So what kept you going despite the fact that there was no pay? And was there any doubt that you were being used, so to say?
So the first thing I'm going to start with is, if I was ever being used, I will not be here today.
Okay.
And I will not stay there. Do you understand? So like I said, there's a difference between being a volunteer and being used. So for us as TSC Fans TV, yes, I said we're not getting paid and all that, but there were stipends that were coming.
Okay.
Now I cannot pull up for this game. Long man, I cannot pull up. I don't have this, I don't have that. No wala, what is the update? Okay, I can get you this. Oh, guys, I'm having an event. I need people to pull up for me. I don't really have much. We have a photographer here. There's a videographer here. We have an event hosted. Let's come together. Let's show up for this person. Guys, I have an event. I need a videographer. You are going to get paid, but you guys just pull up. So there were opportunities that were coming up even without showing up for TSC Fans TV. Yes, we show up most of the time once in 2 weeks, because most of the time we don't get to go for away games if the distance is so much. Do you understand? So even when you expect us to see only on Sundays, but guess what? We see on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What are we seeing? There's jobs that you're getting paid for. The leader has a gig that he wants to call us for. He can pull up. Maubat, can you be able to handle this thing? Yes. Okay, pull up. What's your pay? They don't have that much. This is what they have. This. I don't want you to undermine yourself. Price them more. Do you understand? So there were a lot of opportunities coming up from even being with that TSC Fans TV brand. Because as long as people get to trust you, because they know you are with a known brand that is doing so well. So that was all
right. We're just going to wrap up this section quickly. I want to ask you, for Shooting Stars Football Club, do you think you can still achieve the continental spot?
Yes, we can even still get the league now.
League?
Wow. If you check the table now.
That's a bold statement.
Check the table now.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the table right now, and you're on 50 points, and Rangers International are just 5 points ahead of you.
Yeah, the second position is still 5 points ahead. The third position, how many points?
3.
Fourth, how many points? So
it's not far. So Johnson, with a bold statement, are you saying the continental sport or you're saying the league for you?
We are going for the best we can get this season. If the best is the league we are getting, the best is the continental sport.
That's a political.
Honestly, that's a political statement.
Before he goes, I see it's done in blue. I know it's blue, and I would like to ask him, how is your darling Chelsea faring? What's happening in the league?
Chelsea?
Yes.
Up shooting.
Upstairs. Let's just move away from that. Quickly, we have games to look forward to in the NPFL today.
Yes.
Quick one, your predictions ahead of those games.
Okay, I am supporting Plateau United with everything I have. I'm going to be supporting them online, offline. No, it's our last coach that is there.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people there too. We have some of our.
That's not the main reason.
So
the main reason
it's not the main reason.
No, how will you know my reason?
Because Ikorodu City win will propel them.
Okay. The reason why I'm supporting Plateau United is because of Benga Ogun. Agu, but the Oracle. Oracle has to get that
you
win.
guys 4-1.
4-1, and you're still supporting him?
I'm supporting him to win that game.
Okay,
Because he
that's
defeated me also. So Oracle, all out for you. Plateau United for the win.
Abia Warriors against Bayelsa United?
I also want the Bayelsa United to win. They are in the relegation zone. I want them out. I don't want them to relegate.
So definitely. So now, no problem now.
I don't want Bayelsa to relegate.
We actually get the point. You know,
Same Bayelsa United
but
defeated Shooting Stars.
yeah, you get.
First
Because we didn't want them to relegate. We are givers. We help people in this. You understand? We didn't want Plateau to relegate. We gave them the point.
Amazing.
We didn't want Bayelsa to
Amazing.
relegate. We gave them. So
Amazing.
supporting Plateau and Bayelsa.
All right, guys, we need to move because of our time, but Johnson, I want to say a big thank you to you for joining us on the show this wonderful morning. I'm sure we would love to have you back anytime.
Because I would like him to come and
defend the statement.
Yes.
You know, if
We are getting the best.
This is
The
the
best.
best.
Call me again.
That's a political answer.
Let's just leave it to that. All right, we're going to be back. We'll talk about the FA Cup to wrap up the show, and also give you an update from Nike. Beautiful one to look forward to. Right there, stay connected.
Go slow, you go
yeah, go on, we go. Let's go. We'll be right back shortly. An update from the story from Nike, and also we still have Johnson to discuss the FA Cup quickly.
Yes, over the weekend we saw a very beautiful display. Graffiti was shown on Saturday. We saw the stadium was designed with the Super Eagle emblem, and it was just nice to see. And yesterday we got the confirmation video. Nike and Sloan, a popular graffiti artist, they combined together to design an outfit or a jersey for the Nigerian
Yeah, I
Strikers.
love the video.
The video was awesome, and that was what actually caught my attention to it. And I see that we are making variations of jerseys for the team, and that is evident in what most national teams or what teams do. We see with PSG, they made a collaboration with Nike and Jordan to make a one-time piece jersey for the club, and that's something that's a replica of what Sloan and Super Eagles and Nike have done, and it's very exciting jersey. And if you can see pull the video up, you'll see how beautiful it is. It looks on Sloan, and I hope to cop one very soon.
Beautiful. All right, let's just move away from that and let's discuss about the FA Cup. For you, Chelsea, you're expecting victory against Port Vale. Fantastic one for Chelsea. 7-0.
Well, I was expecting Chelsea to defeat Port Vale because Port Vale isn't a competitive team like that. This is a team that is at the bottom of the league, like I think League 1 or 2. That's like the third tier of English football.
But some Chelsea fans will remind you that they defeated Manchester United, Arsenal, due to Manchester City. Defeated Liverpool. I can hear text from Chelsea.
This is a Chelsea.
That's they are not in the championship. They're in the third tier of English football.
Okay.
So not defeating Port Vale, it's only going to put just going to give Chelsea a bad image. No, honestly, this is not a team in the Premier League. So I think that 7-0 might take some pressure off Rosenau because they haven't been fantastic in the Premier League so far. After this 8-2 defeat to the top PSG, so I do think that this might just help ease the pressure. They needed it to just ease the pressure. We just hope that maybe from here this might give them some sort of momentum and energy for them to replicate that in the Premier League so far. But that might not be so. We can't predict it yet. The performance has been good in the EPL.
All right, Johnson, Manchester City, Liverpool. For you, a victory that you saw happening, or maybe you felt something would have happened else for Ancelotti quickly.
Well, I thought something else would have happened. Coming up from the international break and not doing so well. Manchester City too were not so active before that match. So you think, oh yes, they will come off with the great form from international break and stage a fight. Even if they are going to lose, not losing that way. 4-0 is a lot.
That's not the way to start your farewell.
You talk about Arsenal too
Arsenal,
quickly.
both the male and female team, they were dumped out. You
keep reminding them of both the male and female team.
Yes, because that was what exactly happened. The one that excited me the most was the female one, because Super Falcons goalkeeper was in goal and she was fantastic. She thwarted a lot of chances. Nnadozie, she was awesome yesterday, and it was at the Emirates, so that made it more colorful. And it's like to see players of Nigerian descent on the big stage. That was the one for me. And for the men's team, Mateta rotated, and that one didn't work well for him. Ben White, that was a disgraceful performance from a player that has that amount of quality in the Premier League, and you shouldn't be losing to Southampton when you are going for the treble. The quadruple dream has turned to a double dream in 2 weeks, and you just hope to see what happens at the end of the season between Arsenal and the rest of their title.
All right, beautiful. We need to move because of our time, but tomorrow we're going to discuss the world of tennis and all that stories. But let me inform you that the FA Cup semi-final draw is out. We have Chelsea against Leeds United, and we have Manchester City against Southampton. Want to look forward to when it comes to the FA Cup. Tomorrow's going to be exciting right here on the show on Dominion Sport. I want to thank everybody, and also my producer who is an Arsenal fan. You know, I want to say a big thank you to you all. Johnson, thank you so much for being part of the show this wonderful morning. We appreciate you. We love to see, you know, more of you right here on Dominion Sports. And to the fans and also the crew, I say a big thank you to you. Tomorrow's going to be exciting. Please join us. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, and make sure, you know, you drop your comment. Have a fantastic day, and bye for now.